औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्यारे बच्चों, आज हम आपके लिए लेके आए हैं एक क्लास में इंग्लिश यूनिट नंबर 2। नेम ऑफ द यूनिट इज पीसफुल कोएग्जिस्टेंस। प्यारे बच्चों, इस वीडियो के अंदर हम इस चैप्टर की एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करें। तो विदाउट वेस्टिंग आवर प्रीशियस टाइम हम पढ़ते हैं स्लाइड। तो प्यारे बच्चों, ये स्लाइड एज द पिक्चर शो, दिस इज यूनिट नंबर 2 एंड नेम ऑफ द यूनिट इज पीसफुल कोएग्जिस्टेंस। तो आगे बढ़ते हैं। सॉल्व एक्सरसाइज। जी प्यारे बच्चों, हमने आज का काम करना है। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, हाउ मेनी पीपल आर देयर, हाउ डू दे नो ईच अदर, हाउ डू यू नो। वहां पर कितने लोग थे, हाउ डू दे नो ईच अदर, वो एक दूसरे को कैसे पहचानते थे, जानते थे। हाउ डू यू नो, आप कैसे जानते हैं, कैन यू डू इट, क्या आप ये बता सकते हैं। आंसर, देयर आर 4 पीपल इन द पिक्चर, उस तस्वीर में 4 लोग थे। आई गेस दैट दे नो ईच अदर, वो एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रेंडली मैनर, क्योंकि वो दोस्ताना अंदाज में खड़े हुए। पुटिंग हैंड्स ऑन ईच अदर्स शोल्डर, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने हाथ एक दूसरे के कंधे पर रखे हुए। प्यारे बच्चों को यहाँ तक समझ आ गई। नेक्स्ट बढ़ते हैं। क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, व्हाट इज द सेटिंग, लोकेशन, टाइम ऑफ डे, वेदर, हाउ डू यू नो। आंसर, the setting is a countryside. They are standing in a field. It is daytime and weather is sunny. Question number 3, what do you see when you read this poem. Answer, when reading this poem, the importance of prioritizing friendship and personal well-being over routine work becomes evident. The character in the poem chooses to walk with a friend despite other obligations, highlighting are discarded for mundane tasks in favor of a meaningful interaction. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई। नेक्स्ट बढ़ते हैं। वोकैबुलरी, हो, यूज, मेलो, प्लॉट। यूज contextual clause to figure out the meaning. Do remember what sometimes the definition is not necessary in order to get gist of the poem. Hue, a garden tool with a long handle and a thin metal blade. कुदाल, जिससे जमीन की खुदाई करते हैं। Using garden tools in the garden, कुदाल से काम करना। गार्डन के अंदर जब हम काम करते हैं तो उसे ह्यूज कहते हैं, ये एज अ वर्ब है। मेलो, सॉफ्ट, प्लेजेंट, नरम, लतीफ। प्लॉट, ट्रॉट, टू वॉक स्लोली with heavy steps, थकावट की वजह से मुश्किल से चलना। Plod, trot, to walk slowly with heavy steps. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई। प्यारे बच्चों, यहाँ पर हमने टाइप्स ऑफ इमेजरी बताना है। स्टैंजा नंबर 1 लाइन नंबर 3 में लुक अराउंड विजुअल इमेजरी है। लुक अराउंड विजुअल इमेजरी है स्टैंजा नंबर 1 लाइन नंबर 3 में। इसी तरह से स्टैंजा नंबर 1, लाइन नंबर 1, व्हेन अ फ्रेंड कॉल्ड मी फ्रॉम द रोड। तो ये कौन सी इमेजरी है? ऑडिटरी इमेजरी, यानी सुनने वाली। पहली देखने वाली थी और दूसरी सुनने वाली। इन स्टैंजा 1, लाइन 8, ब्लेड एंड अप एंड 5 feet tall। अगेन ये विजुअल इमेज। प्यारे बच्चों को यहां तक समझ आ गई जी? तो प्यारे बच्चों, लुक एट द फोटोग्राफ। द बॉय इज in a new country and at a new school with no friends. How do you think he feels? Choose the words from the box to describe his feelings. ये एक बच्चा नए मुल्क में एक नए स्कूल में बैठा हुआ है। How do you think he feels? आप क्या सोचते हैं वो क्या महसूस कर रहा होगा? ये वर्ड्स चुनने हैं आपने, बताने हैं। एक्साइटेड, क्या वो खुश है? नहीं। हैप्पी, ये भी खुशी के लिए यूज करते हैं। लॉस्ट, खोया हुआ होगा ना, यस लॉस्ट। आउटकास्ट, नहीं। लोनली, यस ही इज लोनली, अकेला है। पॉपुलर, नॉट पॉपुलर। फ्रेंडलेस, बगैर दोस्तों के, यस फ्रेंडलेस। अलोन, अकेला। सैड, यस सैड। टुगेदर, नो। प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई? यहाँ पर जितने भी वर्ड हैं वो इस बच्चे के लिए जो सूटेबल वर्ड्स हैं वो है लॉस्ट, लोनली, फ्रेंडलेस, सैड, अलोन। प्यारे बच्चे समझ गए जी? तो बेटा जंबल वर्ड हैं, हमने इनके मीनिंग्स बताने हैं। जंबल वर्ड जिनके स्पेलिंग उल्ट पुल्ट किए गए हैं। EVNIOHTRE। तो ये वर्ड जो बनता है ये है ओवरनाइट। ओवरनाइट मीनिंग ऑल द नाइट, ऑल नाइट। RMACEPD। तो जो वर्ड बनता है वो है CRAMPED, क्रैम्प्ड, क्राउडेड, जहां पर बहुत सारे लोग हैं। PTMNEEAR, पैटर्न, पैटर्न मीन डिजाइन। DGSURSRNQOIN, राउंडिंग, एटमॉस्फेयर। LABEYAR, पार्ले, हार्डली। RGERNFOI, फॉरनर, एलियन। POINXEMOCL, complexion, appearance. ADETERSPA, desperate, hopeless. REARATATCNCON, concrete, concrete, focus. ISISONPRED, depression, gloom, gum. EFAFEA, fear, terror. DNASSEDS, sadness, sadness, sorry। प्यारे बच्चों को यहाँ तक समझ आ गया? आगे फिर क्वेश्चन आंसर आ गए जी। तो पहला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट डज उमर स्टोरी टीच अस? आंसर, उमर स्टोरी टीच अस दैट sometimes it is difficult to adjust in a new environment, but we can make ourselves at a home feel easy through making new friends, adapting ourselves to the new environment. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई? Question number 2, how can it be scary to meet new people and make new friends? Answer. It can be scary to meet new people and make friends because it's initially difficult to understand them. While understanding develops over time, the initial stage of interaction can be daunting. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई? Question number 3. Why is it important to welcome others when they are in a new situation? It is important to welcome others in new situations because they might be shy or confused about interacting. A welcoming gesture helps them adjust more easily to their new environment. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई यहाँ तक? आगे बढ़ते हैं. When it comes to healthy relationship, communication is the name of the game. List some rules for communicating effectively with friends and family. When we talk with friends, when we talk with family. First of all, friends. Communication with friends is usually informal. Communication among family members is also informal. Element of respect is not necessary to maintain. Is not होना चाहिए. Respect for family members, especially for elders, is necessary to maintain. Think and speak. Think and speak. Be honest and truthful. Be honest and truthful. These are the rules for friends and family conversation communication. My children, are you getting? Okay. Now, another question. People look very different in the terms of appearance and social status. But most students have similar feelings about the way they want to be treated. Understanding other people's feelings and appreciating personal differences can help build healthy relationships. In pairs, fill out of the Venn diagram, write 5 ways each of you differ from the other, as well as at least 5 ways you are similar. You may find that you have more in common than you think. To get you started, here are some areas for comparison. Physical character, family, likes, dislikes, music, book, activities, food, school, subject, TV shows, video game, etc. Skill, talent, hobbies. So in which you are differences. Extrovert, sharp mind, active, motivated, hard work. Similarities: punctual, courteous, confident, responsible. And again differences: introvert, normal mind, easy, unmotivated, normal person. प्यारे बच्चों को यहाँ तक समझ आ गई? Use of language. Identify the demonstrative pronoun in these sentences. Now add the correct demonstrative pronoun to these sentences. Choose them from the box. That, this, that, these, those. So number 1, take this to your grandmother. She's been looking for it. Being able to speak fluently, that is all I want. This is a story we tell in our family about our grandfather. These are not good translations. Here, let me help. प्यारे बच्चों को समझ आ गई? Reading. Can you think of a time in your life when you or someone you know was bullied? Bullying is when people deliberately use words or actions repeatedly against an individual or a group to cause physical, social, and or psychological harm. They usually want to make the person feel less powerful or helpless. One of my class fellows was once bullied at school. There were some non-tedious students in the class who used to bully everyone, but most of the students did not fear them and responded them with the same bully. They themselves were scared and drew back. They scared only those who were scared of them. जी तो प्यारे बच्चों यहाँ तक समझ आ गई? Okay, number B. If you are someone you know is being bullied, what are something that they can do to help or stop bullying? Answer. If someone is being bullied, these measures can help. Take to person being bullied at risk about the circumstances. Ensure your help and support. Take stand as a group against bullying. Tell an adult you trust. If the bullying is happening at school, tell a teacher, principal, administrator or your parent. प्यारे बच्चों को यहाँ तक समझ आ गई? A bystander is a person who watches someone being bullied without stepping in or getting hurt. Why are some people bystanders when it comes to bullying? How can you go from being a bystander and someone who helps the situation? Answer. Bystander is someone who doesn't step in when someone is being bullied. People usually keep away from such a thing only because they don't want to put themselves in some kind of trouble. But this attitude is cowardly one. We should be bold enough to help the person who is being bullied. If I find any such a situation, I will come forward and help the person who is being bullied. Initially, I will suggest the person who is being bullied to ignore the bullies and don't get panic over it. Bullying is an issue that happens everywhere in the world, no matter where you live, where you go to school, or how popular you might have witnessed or been the victim of aggression from your peer. The poem talks about the feelings of a child who has been bullied in the school every day. Read the poem carefully and discuss how you bullied in prevented in schools. यहाँ तक मेरे बच्चों को समझ आ गई? Again question answer. Based on your reading the poem, how do you think being bullied makes people feel? Yes, answer. According to the poem, people who are being bullied are in psychological disorder. They try to keep away from others, hide themselves and cry when they are alone. They even can't sleep well because they see dreadful dreams. B question. Now that you know more about bullying, what do you think you can do to make a difference at school? What are the some ways that you could help someone who was being bullied? Yes, answer. If I see someone who is being bullied, I would like to take these steps. Talk to the person who is being bullied and ask about the reason for what happened. Ensure him of my support and tell him not to panic. I will suggest him to be brave, not to fear. Ignoring at the first step would be good technique. Confront it bravely and take a stand in form of a group. Those who fear are easy victims of bullying. Hence, I will suggest him to respond bravely. Refer it to someone who is trustworthy like teachers, parents, etc. यहाँ तक बच्चों को समझ आ गई? Summarize the poem in your own words. In the poem, the poetess tells that whenever she speaks, someone hates her. Whenever others say something to her, she has to keep quiet and forgive them who speak. She listens to the comments of others and feels hurt. In response, she cries, weeps, wipes her tears and goes away. Every time she is a victim of bullying, she cries, but no one helps. Her life has become a terror-free. She sees faceless dreams and lives a dreadful life. She wishes it might not have happened in her life, and her life would have been peaceful. प्यारे बच्चों को समरी की समझ आ गई जी? तो प्यारे बच्चों, आगे हमारे पास है fill in the blanks with write every or each. या every लगाना है, each लगाना है. Each of the people lost their books. Wait for the taxi every 30 minutes. I have 5 bottles. Please take one of each. You should enjoy every minute of your travel to Manila. Every student has written an email. Every time I spoke, another person hates me. These bags cost 3,000 each. They are open every day except Friday. Each of them have their email address. Every evening, Khurram goes to gym. प्यारे बच्चे यहाँ तक समझ गए? राइटिंग है आपके पास और ये बहुत बड़ा सवाल है. When you share your views, you need to keep the following in mind. Build detail in your sentences, make weaving in sentences. तो बेटा जस्ट हम आंसर की तरफ चलते हैं. क्वेश्चन खुद पढ़ लीजिएगा. Bullying is one people deliberately uses the word or action repeatedly against an individual or a group to cause physical, mental or psychological harm. It is more dangerous in schools and colleges. It can affect the self-esteem of the person. The victim students can be affected mentally and psychologically. His studies may be ruined and he might be disturbed for the whole of his life. Schools can play a vital role in promoting peaceful coexistence. The initial and most important step in this respect is to promote our social and ethical values. Overall, values that are considered vital for peaceful coexistence are respect, love, tolerance, honesty, solidarity, and justice. School can promote peaceful coexistence through the promotion of these values among students. तो मेरे बच्चों को यहाँ तक समझ आ गई. वोकैबुलरी है हमारे पास. Something that cause a person to act in certain way, do a certain thing, etc. incentive. तो इसके लिए होता है motivate. दूसरा, not guided by or based on a good sense, unreasonable. Lacking sense or clear sound reasoning, illogical. Feeling or showing an envious resentment of someone or their achievement, jealous. Serenity, a taste of being calm, peaceful, and unturbulent. Frank, open, honest, and direct in speech. Succeed, achieve, desire, aim, or result. Self-centered, preoccupied with oneself and one's affair. ये तो प्यारे बच्चों, ये थी हमारी वोकैबुलरी. आगे बढ़ते हैं. यहाँ तक बच्चों को समझ आ गई होगी. अगेन क्वेश्चन आंसर है जी. What is the message of the poem entitled "Do It Anyway" by Mother Teresa? The poem tells us to focus on the meaning of the process of our work instead of just the outcome. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. The word in this poem encourages people to face their struggle regardless of what is standing on their way. Each verse depicts a conflict that you may face in life and urging to overcome it. Question number 2. What do you think is the most difficult thing to follow in the poem? Answer. There is a line in the poem that says, if you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. These are my favorite lines. It is always difficult to be honest when people cheat you and exploit you are honest. In my opinion, this is the most difficult thing to follow. Question number 3. List the things that you feel are easy to follow. Explain the answer. If people are unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered, it is easy to follow it because it does not harm us directly. Similarly, if someone is jealous of you, he can't harm. He will burn himself in his own grave. Hence, these things are easy to follow. Question number 4. Analyze and interpret the meaning of the following phrases. Give the word the best you have and it may never be enough. Give the best you have got as you. There is always going to be someone who is better at something than you. Do not let that stop you from trying to be your best. Even if you give it your all, you may not make the differences you hope to make. That does not mean you did not make a difference at all. Which is better? To try and clean a whole house and only finish the downstairs, or to leave the whole house filthy. Do what you can when you can. It may not be enough, but you will leave behind a foundation that someone else can build upon. Be part. Be good you do today. People will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. People have always had somewhat short memories, and the rise of the internet has only shortened their attention. Snaps further. The kindness you show someone in the morning might well be forgotten in the lunchtime. Do not let that discourage you. Keep doing good. You never know when your little act of kindness or compassion will be all that get person through their day. Act because it is the right thing to do, not for fleeting or quicker recognition. C part. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. This world can be fickle and harsh, but in the end, it is not the world's judgment that matters. Live the best life you are capable of, regardless of what others think of it. Believe in love and redemption. Practice hope and compassion. Give with all your heart and know what the one whose judgment really matters is always watching, and he is far fairer and more appreciative judge than those you encounter in this life. तो प्यारे बच्चों, मैथ का कॉलम है, तो हम पेन पकड़ लेते हैं. इफ यू आर होनेस्ट एंड फ्रैंक, पीपल मे चीट यू. तो इसका क्या आएगा? बी काइंड एनीवे. दूसरे नंबर पर है व्हाट यू spend years building, someone could destroy. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. ठीक हो गया जी। तीसरे नंबर पे चलते हैं, सक्सीड एनीवे, और इसके लिए आएगा बी होनेस्ट एंड फ्रैंक एनीवे। ओके, आगे हम देखते हैं जी चौथे नंबर पे, और इसके लिए आएगा बी हैप्पी एनीवे। इफ यू आर सक्सेसफुल यू विल विन सम फॉल्स फ्रेंड एंड वैन ट्रू एनिमी। पांचवे को देखते हैं। पांचवा कह रहा है कि ये मिलेगा तीसरे के साथ। If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motive, build enemy। आप फिर भी अपने काम से नहीं। तो पहले के साथ चौथा, दूसरे के साथ आएगा पहला, तीसरे के साथ दूसरा, और चौथे के साथ पांचवा, चौथे के साथ पांचवा, और छठे के साथ तीसरा। ये तो प्यारे बच्चे समझ आ गया। इफ यू आर होनेस्ट एंड फ्रैंक पीपल मे हीट यू, तो इसका आंसर आएगा बी काइंड एनीवे। व्हाट यू स्पेंड यूर बिल्डिंग someone could destroy, तो इसका आएगा if you find serenity and happiness they may be jealous। तीसरे के लिए succeeded anyway, be honest and frank anyway, be happy anyway। चौथा, तो इसके लिए आएगा if you are successful you will win and fall। तो इस तरह से ये कंप्लीट होगा। फिर दी ब्लैंक्स है, इफ यू आर काइंड पीपल may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motive, be kind anyway। If you are successful you will win someone failed friend and some true enemies succeed in। key number पे, if you are honest and frank people may cheat you, be honest and frank anyway। what you spend your building someone could destroy overnight, build anyway। to complete these sentences by using the adjective, use her and his and her। Character is ideal, descriptive, noun, demonstrative। Which method is easier, descriptive आ गया, numeral proper, और I would like to bring 5 people, ये numeral आ गया, numeral। We are strong nation, strong क्या है, descriptive। तो ये था हमारा पास A, B and C। आगे बढ़ते हैं। We are strong nation, strong क्या है, descriptive, adjective। पाकिस्तानी, ये हमारे पास प्रॉपर है। He comes with a sacred mission, sacred descriptive आ गया। I have 2 diseases but only one, ये numeral आ गया। पीछे नंबर देते हैं. This time I would be, this time demonstrative. Whose books are, क्या है, interrogative. और I could not understand your attention. Your attention क्या है, तो ये हमारे पास possessive है. Question number 3. Prepare your own sentences. I bought an expensive book. Expensive क्या है, descriptive adjective. He has 5 cats. 5 क्या है, numerical adjective. He is an Indian actor. Indian क्या है, proper adjective. This book is mine. This क्या है, demonstrative. Don't touch my bag. My क्या है, possessive adjective. What color do you have? तो ये क्या है, interrogative adjective. So your task is to write a character description of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa का character लिखना है, जो कि मैंने next page पे लिखा. So Mother Teresa was born on August 26, 1910 in Skopje and grew up in Albania. When she was 8 years old, her father died, so her mother decided to raise her as a Roman Catholic. Mother Teresa did not have any siblings. As a child, she was fascinated by missionaries, and at the age of 12, she decided to go into religious life. When she was 18, she decided to become a missionary. She left her home to September 1928 to join the Institute of Blessed Virgin Mary, known as Sisters of Loreto, in Ireland, and she felt a calling to God because her father had died 10 years before and she missed him very much. Her first step was to learn English. She was then sent to India to teach children English there. In 1929, she moved to Darjeeling, India, to being her official novitiate, and took her views on May 24, 1931. Teresa then moved to Kolkata to teach Indian school children. Many of the school children there were of rich foreign parents and well-to-do Indians nearby. Teresa was surrounded by the improvised, which was particularly acute during a famine in 1943 and Hindu-Muslim violence in 1946. He adopted Indian citizenship in 1948. He started collecting resulted people from streets and began to serve them. Her first great achievement came when she founded the Missionaries of Charity in 1950. She founded in Normal Heriday in 1956, which became a home for destitute on wage of death. Later, he also started Brother of Charity with the passage of time. Homes for destitute were started by her missionaries all over the world. She won the several awards and prizes in October 1979. She received the Nobel Peace Prize. She received the Bharat Ratna Award in 1980 and Switzerland Nehru Award in 1990. She suffered pneumonia in 1991, but still she continued her noble work in serving the poor, needy and the helpless. She herself and her nuns led an extremely simple life. She died of cardiac arrest on September 5, 1997 and was given a state funeral by Government of India. She will always be remembered by mankind. प्यारे बच्चों, ये था आज आपका लेसन। उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आया होगा। अगर मेरी ये काविश आपको पसंद आई है तो चैनल को लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा। इंशाअल्लाह बहुत जल्द नई वीडियो के साथ हाजिर हो जाऊंगा। तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़। पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।